This song is called The Third Night In. It was inspired by a girl who was real nasty to me, so I wrote a real nasty song about it. Feeling hard pressed, see you walk out the door. You stumble at the evening, every morning you're gone. Leaving makeup on my pillow and perfume on my sheets. Your number's on the nightstand from bed angel jeans. Well, it's true to say that trouble comes in threes. And the third time charm, yes, I'd agree. You're just another night trick on the bedpost. Leave your shoes outside the door. When the morning comes, I will see you no more. Spinning in circles, legs I feel, stomping on the floorboards, jumping in bed. You treat me like a rag doll, strung out on the floor. You take what you're giving, but you take a little more. When you said you feel most notes up in someone's arms, but a little loving ain't never did any harm. You're just another night trip on the bedpost, leave your shoes outside the door. When the morning comes, I'll be seeing you no more. Oh, baby, these tired rounds, playing these silly games. People who use them don't have any shame. Better get 'em moving, carry on the road. Before the daylight hours, you'll have something to look upon. Well, it's to say that trouble comes in threes. In the third time charm, yes, I'd agree. You're just another night trip on the bedpost, leave your shoes outside the door. When the morning comes, I'll be seeing you no more. You're just another night trip on the bedpost, leave your shoes outside the door. When the morning comes, I'll be seeing you no more. Yeah, when the morning comes, I'll be seeing you no more.
So, I guess what kind of inspired you to play this type of genre of music?
Well, for a long time, I guess way back when, my dad was really into folk music and country music, and I tried pushing back at that for a long time. And, in high school, and I was really into death metal and punk music, and even some European, Norwegian metal.
That's okay.
And eventually I discovered, got into the Grateful Dead and Pink Floyd and like your typical high school classic rock kind of playlist. But through the Grateful Dead, I had discovered David Grisman and Jerry Garcia, some of their recordings together, and I discovered Old and in the Way. And that really got me into bluegrass and really wanting to listen to it and play it. And eventually I would see guys like him playing around Peoria, Illinois, and that's when I decided, oh well, like I can definitely do this. You know, there's people closer to my age doing this sort of music. It isn't just like a bunch of grandpas standing around
It's true.
and playing this music, you know, and it can be relevant as well.
Yeah.
And so that really motivated me to learn it, and it's incredibly difficult to play too. So that makes it even more fun. I can't even count how many players I've met that are just light years above me as far as technical ability and musicality and everything. It's just amazing. The people have really taken this genre pretty far now and stretched it and taken it to places that, I mean, probably has Bill Monroe rolling in his grave right now. But well, I'm making my way through the valley now. Just had to make it to Dixon somehow. Green-eyed lady been good to me. She kissed my head and rolled up my sleeves. Mud on my boots and a word sore. Been counting the trucks and the wheels they roll. And as I cross that county line, trying to mend this heart of mine. But over time, if I can make my mind, will I find it all left behind in a day? It all goes away, but if I stay, things won't be the same, won't be the same. Well, I cannot speak at loss for words. The cars broke down and I'm kicking dirt. And the fall grows over and I don't know. This lonely road has taken its toll. But over time, if I can make my mind, will I find it all left behind in a day? It all goes away, but if I stay, things won't be the same, won't be the same. I chase those clouds away, I can feel the warmth against my face. Got a beat up Chevy and a bottle of Jack. Been looking around, there's no turning back. But over time, if I can make my mind, will I find it all left behind in a day? It all goes away, but if I stay, things won't be the same, won't be the same. I got my recent album just came out December 1st of 2018, and I do have physical copies available at shows, but you can also hear them on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music. Yeah, I recorded that one over the year of 2017, that album, and I recorded it at my buddy Micah Hadaway's studio, EMG Labs, and I would go in when I could, when I had time to do it, a few hours here and there. And Micah was really helpful in finding musicians where I could not. But I did have several of my friends. Matthew Pittman did some mandolin tracks for me and some slide guitar. My buddy Josh Daniels did some banjo. Michelle Lane did most of the backup vocals and violin. She's down in Florida now. And oh my goodness, who else? There's more people on there. I feel like it's not even my album at this point because there's so many people on there. But it really turned out great. I'm happy with it. So I'll be playing with my other band, the West Duffy Trio, at Tangled Roots Brewery on March 22nd. But I'll be all over the place the next couple months. So I'll be down in Champaign with West Duffy Trio and Bloomington and Galesburg, coming up with our 5-show run with Feathered Mason, a songwriter who's based out of Nashville now. This next one we have it's a fairly recent one. I had written it, and the next day I played at 100.1 FM here in Peru. I played it the very next day after just writing it. I think I wrote it in 15 minutes, and my grandma was listening in on the song or on the whole interview, and she picked it out as her favorite one out of all the ones I played. So I guess it's an all right song. This one's called Reckless. It's about being young and dumb and wrecking your car. So. Glanced out that window at the pouring rain, creek beds rolling, the tears are down your face. Said, who's gonna help you with that dress? Now your mama's gone, your daddy's a mess. You said, I don't know, think I might just stay in for the night. And it's okay, I'm alright. Got your number, if I change my mind, I'll give you a call. Drove down 18, but that bridge washed out. So I pulled on over and swung that car around, just like a drunken kid with nothing left to lose. It's a whole nother hour that I'm set to cruise. You said I don't know, I think I might just stay in for the night. And it's okay, I'm alright. Got your number, if I change my mind I'll give you a call. Never heard you screaming, but I could smile. With my eyes had open, I saw two headlights. Life's a bitch when you're growing up too soon. It's a whole lot of worry, it don't seem fair to you. You said I don't know, think I might just stay in for the night. And it's okay, I'm alright. I got your number, if you change your mind. Well, I don't know, I think I might just stay in for the night. And it's okay, I'm alright. Got your number, if you change my mind I'll give you a call.
Is there anywhere that people can follow you guys?
Yeah.
Have social media accounts?
You can follow you can find my webpage at danielwatkinsmusic.com, and you can also find me on Facebook. I keep my website, I keep the schedule updated pretty regularly, and you can see where I'll be playing solo or with these two fellows or with my band West Duffy Trio. You can also find West Duffy Trio on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook at Daniel Watkins Music. You can find Jared John Howard at
John Howard's Music, no H in John.
and three.
Currently on Facebook, Ryan Kroll.
Yeah.
Current, very current.
Do you guys have stuff on your page displaying like music and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, I have an album, but I don't. It's about him today. So.
Yes, actually, John has two very good, great albums. 2 albums. And you can find them on. You got them on Spotify.
I got them
huh?
both on Spotify.
Yeah.
Well,
He's a great songwriter as well. So.
I'm gonna look him up tonight.
Yes. He is a great. I think there's also a death metal band called John Howard. Too.
Probably.
Or something. I was looking on YouTube I was looking up some of his songs, and I think there's like a death metal band or a musician named John Howard. I don't know. It's awesome.
There's too many of
We're
us.
gonna mesh both of them.
Yes, yes. I think we should arrange a meeting and have like a
Just a fist
Meet-
fight to the death.
meet. We can meet over tea or something, cup of coffee or something. That's a awesome thing about the about Illinois that people don't realize is there's a great music scene, really healthy music scene, and I've heard people from out west say that they have to drive like 4-5 hours to go see a concert or go to a music festival.
And
And
like with the Midwest too, it's like that all genres. I mean,
yeah,
and
yeah,
there's just so much talent too. I mean, you
yeah.
can find.
And a lot of it crosses over to, like, I would say Peoria, which it's been, since I was 19 sneaking into bars playing. I mean, there was always a kind of a wide array of music. I mean, he had Creek Road Ramblers going on. They still play too. And while Creek Road Ramblers were playing, you also had bands like Brainchild doing like jam band, kind of funk or progressive, almost progressive rock too, And there's also a lot of jazz going on in Peoria and blues, but there's the bluegrass and there's the folk singers, Chicago Farmer. I mean, he's from Delavan, but he played a lot in Peoria, still does. I just did a gig with him and. 28 in my pocket, quarter tank of gas in the van. Now I've been following all these white lines that seem to rush away without end. Oh, sweet Elizabeth, I got you on the phone. Been playing out these smoky bars again. Grown weary of the road that stretches farther on. If I come a knocking, won't you let me in? Play till my fingers bleed and my voice leaves, to catch a few bills and my case, pack up and go. And at 2 a.m. I feel lonesome, so I thought I might get you on tonight. Oh, sweet Elizabeth, I got you on the phone. Been playing out these smoky bars again. Grown weary of the road that stretches farther on. If I come a knocking, won't you let me in? Sometimes it seems easier to leave than to turn around and catch your face. See those blue eyes staring back at mine, but girl, I just can't take it anymore. I ain't ever begged before, but I'm crawling towards your door. Oh, sweet Elizabeth, I got you on the phone. Been playing out these smoky bars again. Grown weary of the road that stretches farther on. If I come a knocking, won't you let me in? Grown weary of the road that stretches farther on. come knocking, won't you let me in? If I come knocking, baby, won't you let me in?